Hi everyone, Star here. So I wanted to get on because I did a pull of my deck again today and it perfectly aligns with the new moon energy. If you all haven't checked out what today's new moon energy represents, you need to go do that straight away. The new moon energy is in Libra, which is calling us to have peace, balance, and harmony. This moon is speaking with other planets, Mars in particular, which is in Capricorn right now. So there's a lot of judgments and emotions that are going on. We also have our Mercury retrograde that has started. So there can be a lot of emotional charges and all over the board. But ultimately, all of us are being called to figure out what peace and harmonious balance means for us and make it happen. So I know I have a lot of really strong placements right now, so I'm going through it. I know you can't tell, and this beautiful smile hides it, but I have been experiencing a lot of major depression, a lot of anger, confusion, emotionally charged, all over the place. And it's okay, because we're all going to get through it. My life lessons are perseverance and faith, and 2020 has put me through a ringer to really learn these lessons. But that's besides the point. Let's get back to this card. So the card that I pulled today is Ghel, Għel. It has this beautiful picture of this BlackBerry Lillie. I don't know if you've ever seen one, but you should Google it straight away. They are orange and yellow with this beautiful green stem. This flower is actually ruled by Mars. Oh, what? Mars is the planet of passion, anger. It's the planet of attack and defend. It's the planet that will show you how you approach your relationships and circumstances, like how you will cut them off. Think breakups. It will also tell you how you approach defending yourself or attacking other people, because we do all do those things. So Mars also shows you about your sex life. So there's so much that Mars can teach you about yourself. And that energy is super relevant right now. And anyways, this card is showing us a flower that is actually ruled by that planet. So it's perfectly aligned with the energy of the new moon, which is asking us to create balance, but we have to do that by directly facing all the oppositions that Mars brings to our chart. This card for me is like, the card is asking us to focus on the fire, which for this deck represents spirituality, because you have 4 modalities. You have your mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional systems. So this card is saying, hey, the fire is connected, and this deck represents or correlates that to spirituality. So spend some time identifying if there are blockages in your spirituality, and what is the health of your spirituality, especially in relation to your other modalities, your physical, mental, and emotional systems. So there's a lot of research, reflection, and understanding to be had with this card. The card also brings some numerological I always say that's so wrong. Numerological references, the numbers 30, 3, 92, 12, 3. So you can put those in a sequential order, or you can break them up into 30-3, 92, 12, 3. I would go into those meanings, but I'm trying to keep this video short, and I really want to delve into the message that came along with this card. So be sure to do what you feel called to do with those numbers. Either be aware of them and use them as synchronicity or affirmation from the universe that you're on the right path, or if you're called, look them up as angel numbers and see how that relates and is relevant to what's going on in your life right now. All right, so the message of the card is you're being guided to act on your desire to do work in entrepreneurship, focusing on your abilities with communications and business. This is what's going to help you jumpstart your own career projects. The card is saying, please be wary of becoming too proud or too controlling. Also, be wary of any impulses to interfere in other people's affairs or compare yourself to other people's business. The card is asking you to look introspectively with your energy around your Mars placement during this time. Well, duh, right? That's what the new moon energy is telling us to do. So this card is just affirming what the new moon is asking of us right now. So look at that. And then the card is saying you must push through any uncomfortable emotional triggers around acting out or around taking risks, or it's also saying talking to others. Look at all the uncomfortable emotional triggers. For me, this is huge. In my personal relationship, OMG. So please spend some time doing that, because this card is saying that wherever your Jupiter and Sagittarius placements are, this is your subconscious controlling everything that you do. So if you want to break the unwanted patterns or rebalance the unwanted patterns, then you need to look to Mars for those answers. So use your Jupiter and Sagittarius placements to help you understand your subconscious behaviors. And then you can know that information will empower you how to be strategic and either stop the unwanted patterns or emphasize the wanted ones. So these are all really good things, but it's a lot of work. And you have to understand what Jupiter represents. You have to understand what Saturn represents, what the houses that there are that represents. So this is a lot of time better understanding your natal chart and your placements and the energy around those things. So the card goes on to say that you need to spend time showering yourself and your spaces with yellow. Draw on the BlackBerry Lillie energy. This is going to emphasize your success, give you that motivation and ambition that you need to push to be successful. It's going to boost your mood, and it'll allow you to draw on the aura of yellow, which is going to be what you need right now to keep your modalities balanced and harmonious, which is what the new moon is asking of you too. So hone in on the yellow energy. This will give you amplified success. It will strengthen your talents, and it will keep you on track. Side note, the card says at the very last line, you must keep your punctuality during this transition. Super important. So there's the message. Take away what you will. Please spend the time learning yourself. I spent just 5 minutes to prepare for this video, and I was like, where's my Jupiter? What's in my Sagittarius? What houses are they in? And I quickly learned that I have heavy influences of Mercury, Saturn, Uranus. They're all in Sagittarius. Everything else is going through Capricorn. I have Pisces with my Jupiter. I have a lot of influence. Everything is in my 1st and 10th house. So, I have a lot going on that's calling to exactly what this card says. Communication, pushing through uncomfortable emotions, better understanding how to leverage the positive out of the opposing aspects, which are called negative aspects, how to turn those in to positives, because those are where the answers lie. Those are the answers. So you figure it out for you. I'm going to figure it out for me. Let's all try to stay sane, keep each other healthy. Much love, bestowed blessings. Stay well. Until next time, friends.